Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Neens and this is Simply Neens. I've been a part-time reseller for approximately 3.5 to 4 years, and just recently I have decided to make this more of a full-time job for myself. I'd hate to call it a job because I do love to do it, so it's more of a hobby and a passion. However, in doing this and turning this into more of a full-time thing for me, I decided to start my YouTube channel so that I can show everyone out there who may be able to pick up some tricks and tips from myself, as I did from other YouTubers, and give them a little bit of a look into what it looks like to start to sell full-time on Poshmark, eBay, Etsy. I don't really like to do Facebook Marketplace, to be quite honest, just the same as I don't like to do local pickup on eBay. There's something about, even though I know when we're sending out on the address labels of eBay and Poshmark that people can see your address, but I don't know, there's just something different about somebody actually coming to my house to pick up the item. I don't know what it is. It might just be a me thing. Tell me in the comments below if you prefer to have local pickup on or off, or if you actually even find that local pickup enhances your sales. Because if it does, maybe that's something I need to think a little bit harder about. So for today's video, I did do a trip to the Thrift yesterday. I live in Ontario, Canada. So I went to Value Village. It's, I believe, the same as Savers in the States. And I had a 30% off coupon. Being a Savers Club member, they did send out a 30% off coupon. It was valid from this past Wednesday till this coming Sunday, I believe. So I decided I was going to hit up the Thrift and see what I could find. Sometimes there's good things at this Value Village, sometimes there's not. At every thrift store, it's like that, right? So you have to take the chance. Definitely Value Village likes to mark their products up a little bit, and you always find those things where you pick it up and you see the price that they're selling it for, and then you flip it over and you see the price that it was originally sold for. And I'm going to be making a few of those videos for my TikTok, so make sure to go and follow me over on TikTok as well. I'll link everything down below. And I also have an Instagram account, so I would love if you could follow me on there as well. Again, I'll link it all below. But without further ado, let's get into my little haul. It's a little haul. There's not many items. I'm just going to describe a few of the reasons why I picked it up, what my thought process was when picking it up, and we can go from there. Okay, so my first item, I actually was going to perhaps keep for myself when I first looked at it. I felt it, and I felt that it was very, very thin, and I felt right away, I know that it's merino wool. So again, of course, I looked at the tag, and lo and behold, there it is, merino wool, 100%. It's a great size. It's a extra large. It has a mock neck. The arms are nice. It has a little bit of that more tight knit balloon arm, just a little bit though, not much. Accent, and then the bottom is great because it's a tunic style, so it has that wonderful slit where it's just slightly shorter in the front than it is in the back. The color camel is definitely a color I like to pick up. It's one of the quiet luxury kind of looks when you get the camel. And then I looked at the tag, and it was Bagley Mishka, which of course can be very high end, but this sweater definitely is not like the highest end by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a good staple piece. It's a good piece to have in my closet. Of course, I have to prepare all the items. Maybe I'll do another video on how I prepare all the items to go into photography and then go into inventory. But yeah, so I picked it up. They were asking $6.99, and then I got the 30% off. So for that, it's a good little bread and butter piece, and I'll put it in my closet and see how it sells. So the next one I picked up because it's also, it's a good little piece, and it's not really my aesthetic, but I know it'll sell. Whether it sells on eBay or whether it sells on, I'm going to back up just a little bit here, on Poshmark, but it's a John Deere t-shirt. And again, it's a phenomenal size. I'm just going to show you there. It's a double XL. It's a V-neck. It's in the pink with the floral kind of detail. And there is, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a little bit of sparkle on it. So anything like John Deere, Harley Davidson, that kind of vibe always kind of does well for me. Again, it's not going to make a ton of money, but it's going to be able to flip, give me something back. And they were asking $229 for this, plus the 30% off. So for someone who never is able to get to the bins, or has never been to the bins in my whole thrifting career, this is like a bins pricing for me. When, you know, after you take the 30% off, it's like, it's next to nothing. So for a little quick list in my closet and a little flip, it helps the algorithm. You'll hear me say that a lot. I like to make the algorithm happy. And I find that when you do, your sales, you know, are more consistent. So yep, I picked that little one up. Then I wasn't sure at the time actually that my coupon was going to work on, because I thought it was only clothing. I knew it wasn't shoes, but I thought it was only clothing. But then when I got there and I kind of read the little signs that they had everywhere, it also said bath and accessories. And in my Value Village, they put any of the wallets, bags, backpacks, that kind of thing into that category. So I went through and there wasn't much I could find, but I did find this really cute, it's like a pebbled maroon leather, and it's called the Sack. And if you know this brand, you know that, again, it's another little brand that does well. Again, not going to be a huge money maker. However, they had this priced at $4.99. So I paid $3.50 for it plus tax. It's 100% genuine leather. It looks great inside. It has a few little markings here, but it'll be noted in the listing. It has the pockets for your credit cards, so you can put your credit cards in there. You can slip your phone in there, your makeup, and inside, I don't know if you can see that. There it is. It has the Sack brand there too. So, you know, it's a nice little wristlet. And not only that, it's the wristlet part comes off, so you can hang it from either side because there are two hooks. However, if you see here, if you do have a crossbody strap that you like, that you could adjust to this, or put onto this, I should say, then you can put that on and wear it as a nice little crossbody. It has the back zip. It has a little pocket in there. It has so much room in it, and it's really, really cute and great condition leather. It's wonderful. So again, for $3.50, I wasn't going to pass this up. And yeah, I'll probably mark this at about 35. So, you know, I have a standard of what I like to make on every sale. I have a minimum that I've kind of done over the years of what I'd like to make. And yeah, so I looked at it and decided it's a go. And while I was in that section as well, I found this little piece. Now, I wasn't sure if this was actual leather. It is Denier, and for anybody that does live in Canada, you'll know this brand. It is a Canadian leather brand. They do have stores in most of all the malls, and they've been around a long time. I'm not even sure, to be quite honest, how this is supposed to be held. There's this like little handle here, so maybe it's supposed to be held like this. I don't know, but I kind of checked it out, and it has the gold tone hardware, right? And that's very popular right now. So I opened it up, I checked it out, and in there it has the Denier leather. You're not probably going to be able to see that, but it has the Denier leather, and it's 100% genuine leather outside. So it has a pocket, a zip pocket inside. It has slots, again, for credit cards. It's definitely big enough to fit your phone and some other personal items. And it's actually, this middle part here is padded. So that's actually excellent for your phone for protection. So they had this priced, which was very, very odd to me, but they had it priced for $3.99. So again, 30% off, that equals what? $80, $2.40. So I thought to myself, why not? Let's pick it up and see how it does. It's just a nice little piece to have in my shop, and see, it's kind of like an accordion, so you can see how much you actually can fit in there. And yeah, so there it is. So this next piece, I'm not, okay, so I've had my eye on this piece probably the last 2 weeks. It's been every time I go to my Value Village, I kind of see if it's still there. I didn't want to pay the full price. And so I know it sounds crazy. I waited until they had a 30% off day, and I decided, okay, I'm going to give it a try. For 30% off, I'll give it a try. If anything, it's an education for myself on this brand because it is a Y2K brand. But they are there it is, baby fat bleached jean. And there's the, I really liked this, again, because the gold tone and that being in right now. Now, they are more of a straight leg. I don't know if you can see that, but they're more of a straight leg. And they have the 2 pockets on the back. The only problem is, of course, and usually I don't like to pick up if this is done because it's so hard to find information, but they cut the size tag out. However, like I said, I'm going to use this as an education piece for myself. Oh, and I didn't take the tag off that yet. But if you can see, it was $10.99. So with the 30% off, it was just over $7 for them. And look at that. It even has like still from when the paper tag was on there. And look at the belt loop, how it's on an angle. Anyway, these are Y2K for sure. Has the baby fat logo right here. And I'm going to give them a try. I don't do Depop. I need to start looking at starting on Depop, but I'm going to give these a try. I think they'll probably go on eBay. I have ran comps and I haven't seen anything yet. However, I'm going to do some research and see how it goes, and I'll keep you updated on what happens with them. If you have had any luck or have any information on the brand, if you could just drop a comment down below and let me know what your experience is with baby fat, that would be fantastic, because this is definitely an education piece for me. So then I only have a few things left, but they're good. I will warn you, I paid up for them. I usually try not to pay up for certain items, but with this, I know I'll get my return back, and usually they're a very quick sale. So I went ahead and did it. And of course, what I have left is Lululemon. Now, my Value Village marks up Lululemon crazy. They mark everything the same, regardless of whether it's vintage Lululemon. And isn't that crazy to say that now we can find vintage Lululemon? But I mean, bad shape. I mean, pilling everywhere, and not kind of pilling that you can just take off with your sweater shaver or you can make new again. I mean, awful shape. So what I do is I go through, I pull all the Lulu that I find, I put it on my cart, and then I find a quiet space in the store and I go through every item. And these are the items. I think I found 10 pieces and I think I kept 3. That's it. I kept 3. I was going to keep another jacket, and then when I really looked at it, I decided no, I wasn't going to invest my time or money into those. So the first one I did find it's called the Rulu Rally Wrap. And there it is. It has the wrap. Now, the reason I did keep this, here's the little Lululemon logo on the back, on the bottom here. I decided to keep this for a few reasons. Number one, I love it when they still have this tag. I love it. I know it doesn't matter to Lulu buyers if this is still in there, but for me, I love it. I find that I'm giving a higher quality sale. I don't know. I just feel like it's more legitimate. I know, and don't get me wrong, I know, because I've bought pieces in here that don't have it. But for me, I just love it when that's in there. And then the second thing I go searching for, of course, is the size dot. And there it is. And not only is there a size dot, it has the letters around it. So it has the style number. So I quickly looked it up and I found out that it is the first version of the Rulu Relay Wrap, and they still sell with pretty good comps. So like I said, I paid up for this piece. This piece cost me, after taxes and with my discount, approximately $17, and I know I'll get my money back out of that for sure. So I had no problem picking that up. That's a Lulu piece. And again, this is a piece I actually like. So I have to, I'm looking at my rack, which is behind my camera right now, and there's so many pieces on there that I like right now, but I want to get them sold. So this one I'm probably going to ask 60 for, and there's just some depilling to go on, and just, you know, the cleaning process. And yeah, I'll see how it goes. If not, again, I still might keep it for myself. But anyway, I digress. Okay, and then the next Lulu piece that I found is this black scuba hoodie. And again, it's just a black hoodie. And to be quite honest, I don't really like selling black, even though I have a lot of black in my posh closet, but it's the hardest, black and white, hardest to photography? No, photograph. That's it. It's the hardest to photograph for me. So I try not to pick it up, even though I wear it all the time. So anyway, I digress again. Here we go. It had this logo on it, which I absolutely adore. It's like, if you can see it, it's the white kind of, almost like a fleecy logo, and it's in excellent condition. There's no staining. It's not faded, nothing. So, okay, that was a score. It is in great condition. There is not any pilling on here, but it does need to be washed. I can totally see it needs to be washed. The second thing that I saw that I was like, wow, I really like that, is the hair tie is still attached to the zipper pull and in great condition. So that's another star for me. And of course, as you just heard, it still has its rip tag attached, and it's a great size. It's a size 10. So then I went to look to see for the style dot. Well, I found the style dot. It doesn't have any numbers around it or letters around it, so that means it's an older version, but it has this. And this means it is definitely an older version. It says, I belong to, and then it has a spot for your phone number. Lululemon used to do this years ago. I don't know how many years ago. If you know, again, please drop me a comment and let me know, so I know where I'm looking. So yeah, it's a basic scuba hoodie. It's absolutely stunning. It's a size 10, a great size. It's not teeny tiny, and I think it'll sell really well. Again, I have to put the caveat in there though, if my daughter doesn't take it. She hasn't seen it yet. She loves black. She loves the scuba hoodie. Right now she's in the quarter zip. I think everybody is. But when she sees this, I'm going to have to get it listed really quick and in inventory so that she doesn't take it from me. And now the last piece I'm going to show you is still, of course, Lululemon. And again, there were 10 items from Lulu I did the pull on, and I decided on 3 of them. So as you can see, 70% went back. They didn't make my grade. Oh, the scuba hoodie, it also cost me $17. Well worth it. Again, I know it will sell, but if it didn't, I knew my daughter would love it. So that's fantastic. Now, these ones, they are Lulu. I wish you could feel them through, because as soon as you feel this, you know what they are. They're in, I believe this is called, it's something Marlowe. I did look them up on the website yesterday. It is something Marlowe. Again, I'm so lucky. It has a tag attached. There we go. Size 6. Tag is in like brand new condition. Size 6 is a smaller size, but you know, once again, I know it'll go, because when I looked at the dot, I already knew what these were, but I always want to confirm. So there's the dot there with the letters and numbers around it. And I looked it up, and lo and behold, they're aligned 28-inch inseams. So they're the aligns. And these ones cost me $13 or $14. I'd have to double check my my receipt. But yeah, so again, that's money I usually don't like to spend on items. But when it's Lulu and I know that it's going to be a quick turnover or a good turnover, bring people into my closet, have them like look around at other things that are available, I don't mind spending that money because I rest assured knowing that I will get my money back and I'll make that minimum profit. On Lulu, I usually make a little bit more than what my minimum my minimum guideline is. And of course, yesterday my cost of goods were a lot higher than they usually are. And I'd like to also tell you that when I do a haul like this with the Lululemon in it and I'm paying up for those pieces, those 3 pieces, I don't do my cost of goods as an average. I don't bundle everything together because then that John Deere t-shirt is costing me a lot more than what I paid for it. And when I put my spreadsheet together, it's not going to be reflected properly in there for me, if that makes any sense at all. However, I thank you. I thank you. If you're still here, please hit the thumbs up, maybe try to subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. I have watched so many YouTube videos to help me with my journey in reselling, in learning things, and there's just so many tips and tricks. And I find that the reselling community is so very helpful, kind, nice, and there's nothing I like more than putting on one of my YouTube reselling videos of another channel, and I actually call them my coworkers, to be quite honest with you. I'll put it on in the background and I'll get to my day. I'll start my photographing, my listing, everything. And I've decided to take this plunge. There was one YouTuber who I've been messaging back and forth because I've learned so much from her. And I kept saying, nobody wants to watch me on YouTube. And she was very encouraging. And even though we've only talked over social media, she encouraged me and she said, you know what? There's always somebody who's going to watch. So if you're the one that's still sitting here watching me, I thank you. And I can't wait to come back with another video. I'm going to be doing all types on this channel. So if you have something you want to see or you have a topic you'd like to hear about, again, drop a comment and I appreciate you. So thanks for coming by to my simple little life and my channel, and I'll see you next time.